Hello, hello, welcome to Celestial Waters. My name is Demi. So we're going to hop right into the reading. This is going to be collective messages for you guys. So the energy that I've been feeling from the collective this morning is an energy of wanting to cry, but it's like you can't cry. Some of you could have even woken up being like, why do I feel like this? I feel like I want to cry, but it won't come out. Spirit is saying to watch a film, a movie, or like a clip of a movie that always made you cry, or maybe a song, certain music. It sounds like very soft, angelic music. I'm getting like a love song. For some of you, it could be Adele. I'm hearing Adele, but they're saying to listen to music or watch a clip of a movie that always made you cry, like in the past whenever you watched it, to assist you in bringing this emotion up and releasing it in purging. They're saying to assist you in purging. But some of you guys could have woke up and you were just bawling your eyes out. You just started crying. You could be feeling very, very emotional. The energy that it's given is, if you're a woman, you understand the few days before you come on your period and you kind of feel like it's like that dark cloud, I call it, the dark cloud that hovers over you, that kind of pushes you into nightness, because it's pushing you into that death energy. The womb is getting ready to release the lining of the womb. You're getting ready to surrender. This is what is going on with you guys. It's a huge last push and a surrendering of a last layer of healing, of a last layer of a cycle that you guys are closing out. You are at a completion. And when you're at a completion, all of these mixed emotions start coming to the surface. It's very, very natural to be emotional and to want to cry. I feel like you need to have a cry if you haven't cried in a while. That could also be what the energy is. You feel like you need to trigger a good crying session, because that's a huge release. Crying is a huge release. So what do the collective want to hear? What do the collective most need to hear right now? Not what they want to hear. What do they most need to hear right now? Maybe you're wanting to be told like what you want to hear. You want to be told like your heart's desires are literally about to just appear in front of your eyes, as if by a miracle, like tomorrow, something like that. And I'm being shown titles of those videos that some readers will sometimes do and be like, everything's going to change for you in a matter of 2 hours. When you see this by tomorrow, it means your person is coming in by tomorrow. You know, those kinds of titles. Maybe you guys have been watching that and you've been kind of being like going into some sort of like delusional energy, like, yeah, I know this isn't for me, but I'm going to try and make it fit. I'm going to try and make it for me. This is the energy that is coming through. You could have even gone and got like a personal reading done, gone to a psych and got a personal reading done, and you were hoping they were going to tell you what you wanted to hear, but they said what you need to hear. And maybe what they said you needed to hear is you need to release, you need to let go and surrender and let God. Allow yourself to cry. Don't hold everything in. You don't have to have everything together. That's not normal. What do the collective most need to hear right now? Thank you. I feel like you're in an incubation period. I'm being shown an incubator, like you're in an incubation period. We have here chalice fulfillment. That could have been what you felt like you've been in, because this is how you get to the Holy Grail. That's how you get to your holy cup, to the cup floweth over, by going into that incubation, by going into that cave and into that hermit mode, and completely focusing on yourself, pouring into yourself and getting really curious about your soul and about your human side and why you're here in this lifetime, or why you are the way you are. So you've been doing that. You've been getting really curious about yourself. You've been jumping into your well, into the well of yourself. You've been going deeper and deeper and deeper. I'm hearing shallow. So maybe in the past you were a bit shallow when it comes to like your friendship circle, who you chose to date. You maybe just went for like surface level. Maybe it was just the physicality and what they looked like, and you weren't necessarily going for the person, for the personality traits. If not, this could have been how other people perceived you. Maybe they looked at you and they just thought, oh, you're shallow. You could have been judged a lot in your life, but that's not really who you are. Something about your social media. So maybe what you post on social media, you could have been considered like a thirst trap. Or if you're a guy, you're someone who just posts like your top off all the time, and you always like got like your muscles out or something like that, and people could have perceived you to be a fuck boy. But that's not at all who you are. You're very, very loving, very sensitive, and very respectful. I'm hearing very respectful. And then we have here, unless they don't want you to be a hurt. So that is obviously pertaining to your lovers. We have here your rebirth. Yeah, you're going through this rebirth energy. You're tapping into the fire that exists within you, the sacred flame that exists within you. So this is why you've been feeling like you need to cry, because you're coming out of the winter. You're coming out of your winter, so there is a huge death and rebirth energy going on within you guys. And you're just moving out of the death energy. And when you do move out of that, you have to grieve your old life or your old self or your old ways of doing things. You have to grieve what used to like trigger you, what used to get under your skin, because that's not you anymore. So it's like you're getting used to this new nervous system. That's also what it is. You're getting used to this new nervous system, which is more calm. So maybe some of you, because I remember when I was healing my nervous system and it was a very, very, very calm state. And for a while I've been waking up panicky, like almost having heart palpitations. I was feeling very, very anxious. I was suffering from like a bit of anxiety, and I didn't really usually suffer with that. That was all coming to the surface, particularly in the morning and at night. And they asked me to share this with you guys because I noticed that when I was working on my nervous system, I got it to a very, very powerful calm state. I was like almost trying to make myself cry sometimes, or trying to make myself stress sometimes, because I was like, no, I'm not used to this. How like, why am I getting stressed right now? Like, I was being pushed into situations, or maybe like I was struggling with like my finances at the time, and I was like, why aren't I stressed about this? Like, what is going on? And it was like that energy where I was trying to make myself cry, trying to spark like a trigger within my nervous system that didn't exist anymore. It wasn't there anymore. So this can also be what you guys are going through. You're getting used to the healed version of you. What else, Spirit? We have grounding, earth, yeah. You're fully grounding into your physical body. And when you do that and you feel more grounded and more at home within yourself, you will have emotions coming to the surface like, oh my God, I was walking around tense for years. I was walking around not really knowing who I was for years. I was walking around not even wanting to be in my body, not even wanting to be myself, not even wanting to be in this world for years. And that's obviously going to bring up unsettling and upsetting emotions. So you're going to have that empathy and that compassion for your past self. That is also what will be going on with you guys. If you're not feeling grounded, that's what you need to work on, to pull yourself really into your body. So do get outside and go outside like with bare feet, with no shoes and socks on, maybe in your garden if you've got a back garden. If not, you can go for a walk to like a nearby park. And if you have children, you can do this with your children. They can play about. You can make it like fun. Everybody takes their shoes off and play around. That's coming through for someone. Some of you could be a bit like squeamish, like not like germs, be like, oh my God, I'm not doing that. But it will help you, earthing it's called, it will help you to connect to the grass, to the earth, to the ground. We have here, some of you could have recently just bought new shoes, like new sneakers I'm hearing. Maybe if not for yourself, for your partner or for your children. Herbal Kitchen Alchemist, that's come out with Lord God Masculine. So you're tapping into your masculine side, and when you're tapping into your masculine side, this assists you with coming into your abundant timeline. Because remember that the male part of us, we all have a female and male part of us, divine masculine, divine feminine within us. The masculine side of you is this physical world, that's the masculine's domain. The spiritual world, that's the feminine's domain. So when you're tapping into the masculine, that's when you're taking that aligned action. That's when you're moving. That's when you're strategizing. That's when you're getting the plan ready. And you don't just have that plan. You're not just staring at it or looking at your to-do list. You are doing it. You're executing your to-do list. You're making moves. You're putting yourself out there. You're networking. And this is going to bring you into this alchemist energy. This is going to unlock the secret source I'm hearing. The secret source that exists within you, that your ancestors knew and they passed down. And when I say passed down, it's in your blood. You have to unlock the secret source. That's what you guys are doing right now. Some of you guys could be big on making your own tonics, particularly when you don't feel very well. Because when I first sat down to do this reading, I started sneezing. I wasn't sneezing before, like I'm not ill or anything. I started sneezing. But that's another confirmation that you guys are purging, because the physical body, it has to play catch up with what's going on in the spirit. With all of the work you've done on the energy level, it has to play catch up. And often when it does this, it will go through a purge, and that can look like flu symptoms, cold symptoms. Some of you may be suffering with hay fever as well. That could also be where you're getting in your emotions, because you're getting annoyed and frustrated with feeling that way. Particularly every like season, every summer season, we have here protection. You are protected. There's something significant about shoes. Some of you guys could have recently bought new shoes. I'm guessing for somebody else though, like maybe for your partner or for like children or somebody in your family, but you could have recently bought new shoes. This is how you know that this reading is also for you. But shoes are obviously connected to grounding. So that's another confirmation. You need to ground. You need to come into your physical body if you're not already. But I feel like you're going to be very, very grounded in this identity, in this new identity going forward, that you have stepped into your destined timeline. It's like you're gonna wow yourself, or maybe you'll be feeling very, very soon like wow when you look in the mirror, or like wow where you look back and where you've come from and who you are today and what you stand for. Nope, they want this deck down here. So what else do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? I do feel like this energy that you guys will be feeling at present, like these emotional energies, kind of like a roller coaster. They're showing me this, like a roller coaster. It's only going to last for a few days. We have, yeah. You're being cracked wide open. You're really connected to your inner child. The dreams that your inner child had, this is what you guys are stepping into, which is where these emotions are coming up. Because these emotions aren't all bad For a lot of it is you realizing who you are and what you've overcome, and you like having compassion, empathy for your past self. You crying for your past self because of how you were walking around in the world. It's like someone walking around in the world grey with their head down, and not, and now you're standing up, you're lifting your head up, and you're standing in your confidence, and you've claimed your power. So obviously you're going to feel a type of way for how you used to be and who you were, because you weren't being yourself. You were being a ghost of yourself. Not anymore. Look, all this beautiful colour. You've really claimed back your power, and you're not afraid to look people in the eye. Maybe in the past you were someone who kind of wouldn't look people in the eye. You kind of, because I keep being like looking down. So you could have carried a lot of shame or a lot of guilt. Maybe I'm hearing perpetrator. So for those of you that were abused as a child, this could have been dumped in you from the perpetrator. That does tend to happen. They tend to leave their shame in you. Or maybe it's like a shameful experience that you had and went through, because as a child you don't always understand. I'm kind of getting like feeling like a dirtiness. So that's what's also been coming to the surface, and you're really holding space for that little child within you, that little girl, that little boy within you. You're the authority figure. You're the authority figure, the parent, or I'm being shown a hero. I'm being shown Superman with a cape. You have become that hero for yourself, for your inner child. Maybe some of you guys work with children. If you don't have children yourself, you could like work with children, or maybe you love giving to charities when you have the money. I'm hearing like for orphanages to do with children that are in poverty, children that don't have very much. I'm being shown water. You know, when they build those water pumps in third world countries, so they have access to clean water. I'm seeing that could be a dream of yours. This is what you want to do. You want to make sure that children have access to basic human needs and necessities. Putting your hands up. I'm hearing putting your hands up, putting your hands up. So you're putting your hands up to who you used to be and to mistakes that you've also made, because you take a lot of accountability for your life and where you did self-sabotage. You know you self-sabotaged a lot in your life. This is also where all these tears are coming out. So now they're saying tears are coming out, whereas before I was getting a block when it comes to the emotion, like choked up, like you want to cry, you want to get it out, but it isn't coming out for some of you. These tears are going to start streaming, and they need to. It's going to be a very powerful release for you. We have, look at the egg. So the egg is connected to creation. It's created to life force. And this is what is being birthed within you. And you're nurturing this new life force, this new version of yourself, like you would nurture a newborn baby. For some of you, you could be about to have a child. What else, Spirit? And you're ready to be birthed and come out of this cocoon now. You see, it kind of looks like he's in an egg within an egg. And you're ready to come out of this shell, this cocoon. So you're ready to leave the caterpillar behind and be birthed as the butterfly. And it does take some getting used to when you're the butterfly and you first break free and you're like, oh, what are these? Oh my God, I've got wings and I'm this beautiful colour. It takes used to, and then it will become instinct. Sooner than you think, it will become instinct and you'll know how to fly. I'm seeing bats up here, bats. So you guys could be seeing bats everywhere, but bats are connected to death energy, death and rebirth. Some of you guys could be grieving. You could have not just like the past version of yourself, your past identity, but you could literally be grieving a passed over loved one. They may have just passed over, or maybe it's coming up to an anniversary of their death. They're around you and they're really holding space for you. They're very, very powerful on the other side. It's given on the other side. They're in training to be a guardian angel. They're in training to be ascended master. And it's like you're their guinea pig. They're practicing on you, but they're sending so much powerful, loving, warm energy to you. And this Mars energy, this red color energy, this action energy, it's that masculine energy. There's a masculine card. They're also sending this masculine energy to you because they can see that you're trying to push yourself. You're trying to get yourself off your arse more and get stuff done. So they're assisting you with this. You could be hearing music from the other side, like angelic music. One more card. Did you want one more card from this deck? Thank you. We have, yeah, this is beautiful. You're being birthed once more. You've got so much creative energy going on around you. I'm hearing up in the clouds. So all of these ideas you have that have been up in the clouds, you're pulling them down. You're grounding them into your being. You're integrating your truth. And you're going to know how to best express it and how to best get these ideas out there. I'm being shown a fish. So you guys could be seeing fishes everywhere. Like I'm being shown a clownfish, a blue fish. Kind of looks like Dory, so that's Nemo and Dory, that cartoon reference that is coming through. But I'm also being shown as a kopikai, I forgot how to pronounce it, the Japanese fish. They're connected to luck. But again, fishes is connected to the water element, and that's connected to emotions. So you will be feeling very, very emotional right now. You're balancing them. You're sitting with these emotions. You're wanting to balance them. Because the energy you was feeling, there was a block there, but you were sitting with it and you were wanting to cry. Which is why Spirit was saying, like, watch a movie that's always made you cry. Or listen to a song. Basically, it was like a love song and I was being shown Adele. Listen to a song as well that gets the tears flowing. What else, Spirit? Because sometimes you just need that trigger that will help you to have that release. Can I get 2 cards from this deck for the collective? 2 cards for the collective. What is coming in for them after this release? I'm not taking all that because that was half the deck. The one that fell out on my lap, the Lion. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the Lion and charge ahead magnificently. This is the king of the jungle. You're really, in a very, very powerful way, it's almost hard to describe, stepping into your divine masculine energy. Doesn't matter if you're a woman, doesn't matter if you're a man. You're stepping into that male side of yourself, and it's very, very powerful. King of the jungle. So I do feel like you'll be making big moves right now, big, bold moves. It's giving the full energy in the tarot. So you're literally jumping off the edge of the cliff. You're taking a huge leap of faith because you know you're going to be caught by this passed over loved one, by your ancestors, by God. You could be seeing images of lions everywhere, or maybe you're seeing quotes. There's something about quotes to do with lions or to do with having the heart of a lion. Some of you guys could have that tattooed on you. Something to do with the heart of the lion you could have tattooed on you. Or maybe you have a lion's face tattooed on you. I'm also staring at the tooth. So you could wear like a necklace with a tooth on it. It could be like a lion's tooth. Maybe it's a shark's tooth for protection. One more card. What's coming in for the collective after this purge, after this release? Thank you. Celebrations. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. Look at that gift. Powerful gift that is coming from the other side. Look at all that light. Look at all that gold. This is coming from God. This is a spiritual inheritance. This is you receiving a gift because you made it to your destined timeline. You did what you told God you would do. You stay true to your promise. You stay true to your soul, to yourself. You could be seeing 5s everywhere. 5 obviously is connected to change and transformation and to the butterfly. And I was seeing the butterfly earlier. You guys coming out of the cocoon and leaving the caterpillar behind. But you are about to receive a gift. And you may have been hearing that coming through in a lot of readings you're watching, whether it's collective readings online, whether it's personal readings. You're about to receive a gift, but you know now without a doubt it's getting closer and closer and closer. This can also be where people start feeling emotional because you're like, oh my God, have I actually done it? Have I actually done it? When it actually comes to fruition and comes into the physical and it's grounded and it's here and you're seeing it, I feel like you're also going to be having a lot of just seeing a river. So loads of tears flowing, but this is happy tears. This is joyful tears. Like, I've done it. I've done it. I'm seeing someone be like, I've done it. What else, Spirit? Some of you it could well be pregnancy because I'm being shown a pregnancy test. Others of you it would be to do with money. Others of you it would be to do with meeting new friends. Others of you it would be meeting the divine counterpart, coming into union. We have endings. You are held. Yeah. You're at a death and rebirth. You're at the ending, at a completion. You're standing here and you're about to jump off and take that leap of faith. And when you open your eyes, you're not going to be here in the water. You're going to be on the other side, closest to the sun, closest to Christ. And this is when you're going to see the gift. We have action. Movement needed. This is it. Confirmation. You are taking action. If you're not taking action, you need to. You need to activate that masculine side of you. And men also need to cry. Coming through for men watching. Men, you need to cry. You need to release. You need to let things go. You need to have that good session where you're just bawling your eyes out. Like there. Like you're literally like a baby. Because you're going to be feeling more like a man afterwards. When you have that release, you'll feel more like a man afterwards. And it's very needed sometimes. You can't carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Dimensional gateway, invitation. This is it. When you jump off of this, jump off the plank. When you jump off the plank, this is where you're going to appear at God's door, at Christ's door. And look at this, there's going to be an angel waiting for you. For a lot of you, it's going to be this passed over loved one. For others of you, this is literally going to be your overseeing archangel. They're going to be standing at this door, ready to greet you with a banner. Like I'm seeing a banner that says, well done. And then we have here the void. Retreat, rest, pause. Yeah, this is where you have been, which is where you've been feeling very, very emotional and wanting to cry. And again, crying is connected to the throat chakra. It's very, very healing and powerful for the throat chakra. It will help you with your communication, because it's a way of like getting things out. You know, sometimes when you need to have a moan, you need to have a rant. Crying is another form of that, where you just get everything out. You'll feel better afterwards. You know what I mean? For those of you who finally have that cry that you needed. Even if you're watching, they keep bringing up a movie and music. So even if you're listening to music, you're watching a movie, this is going to be a trigger for you guys. You start bawling your eyes out afterwards. And it's that proper like snotting crying, tears running down your face, ugly crying, that kind of crying. Afterwards, you feel so much better, because it's a release. It's an energetic release, and it's a physical release, it's an emotional release, it's a mental release. It's healing for the soul. I'm hearing food for the soul. It's like food for the soul. We have 9 of emotion. This is a magical time in your life when wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times are just your reward for being a loving and wonderful person. Your angels are asking you to enjoy your life and have more fun. I was seeing butterflies. I was about to say, oh my god, butterflies, but it's not. It looks like the clover, the 4-leaf clover. So you're going to be moving into this powerful, lucky energy. This is what you can feel coming, which is where a lot of you will be feeling emotional. It's where you need to have that release as well, because it's out with the old and in with the new, out with the old and in with the new. And this is true when it comes to your emotional body and your nervous system. You can't be having the same nervous system that you had when you're in the karmic trenches. You're in your destined timeline now. You need to have a more calmer nervous system, and your emotions need to be more in balance and more in check, which means not holding everything in and repressing yourself. It means releasing. It means crying. At the bottom of the deck, they want this one here. Choose freedom. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you are so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities you might act upon. They're crossing out the might. You might act upon. They're crossing that out because you are acting on it. If you're not right now, you're about to act on it. You're about to go full throttle, I'm hearing, full force, like a rocket. They're showing me a rocket, because it's time now. It's time to get moving. You're going to go insane if you stay doing the same things you've always been doing, particularly if it's not working. Others of you will know the difference, where you just need to keep pushing with whatever you're doing because it is working and you're about to have a breakthrough. Others of you will know when you need to get off that path altogether and go down a different path. I think it's only a small minority of you who need to be going down a different path. Others of you need to keep pushing because you're almost there. We have E.T. phone home. She has been in density far too long. The moon is where she truly belongs. Hand on heart, she made a promise to fall right at the start. Maybe she's Lilith, maybe she's Eve. The scent of roses around her neck, a halo of light over her head. The sun's direction is how she's led. Created from the darkness, fasting awakens her vision. So when the owl appears, she sees wisdom. Surpassed Mars on her way to Venus. The divine feminine is reigning. Welcome to her queendom. And this is the thing where we've been focusing a lot in the spiritual community on the divine feminine rising, because she has been rising. But now she's sitting in her throne. And when she's sitting in her throne, this is when the divine masculine energies need to be playing catch up, which is why you're seeing all this movement. People taking action. People moving towards their dreams, going after their dreams even more on this day and age than people ever have before. This is why you're seeing it, and how people I'm hearing the revolution will be televised. The revolution will be televised. This is the revolution. People going after their dreams, people staying true to their soul and getting on with their divine mission. This is what is happening, because the divine masculine has to be on the same wavelength as the divine feminine. The divine masculine is also rising. What else, Spirit? Because we need a king and a queen of the jungle. One more poem for the collective to close out the reading. We have, where there's a will, there's a way. Don't put it off for another day. Rain, rain, go away, my childhood self would say. We're walking hand in hand, reprogrammed and connected to shamanic land. 3 stones, a white feather and ceremonial staff. Trust that the tower moments will pass. The lightning bolt strikes to activate, not to wreak havoc, that's the victim state. Divine paths are meant to be long and winding, shortcuts are for the blindsided. Discernment or dissonance, what will it be? You hold the key to self-mastery. What are you waiting for? Open the lock. Step into your new reality or lose the plot. Staying the same as a mad hatter's lot. They're confirming what was just coming through from Spirit. Step into your new reality or lose the plot. Staying the same as a mad hatter's lot. If you stay doing what you're doing and it's not working, you are literally going to go insane. And you're going to fall. I'm just getting a falling. You're going to feel like you're falling, like falling inside yourself, like an endless like black hole or black star, which is why you're like, nope, that's not even an option. You're taking away that option. Falling's not an option. Settling's not an option. I'm going over here. I'm going to my destined timeline. That's what I'm doing. And as soon as you push, because it's just a little layer that you're going through, as soon as you push and you get through that little layer, boom, you're going to be on your destined time, and everything's going to start moving even more. Because there's very powerful divine masculine energy that's coming through, Mars energy. They keep showing me the color red, so maybe you guys are seeing the color red at present everywhere, like red orbs or like flickers of red at the corner of your eye. But that's all the messages coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there. If you want a personal reading, my website is in the description below, but I'll see you in another video.